We finally took the vacation. We earned it. We booked it. We told everyone we were going to actually unplug this time. And we get there and we lie down on the beach. And within about 4 minutes, we're thinking about our inbox. We're checking our to-do list. We check the phone just once, we say. And we start to plan tomorrow, and we make a little mental list of everything waiting for us back home. By the end of the trip, we come back somehow more tired than when we left. Or it's Sunday. Everything is actually done. The house is quiet. There's genuinely nothing that has to happen right now. And instead of relief, there's this low hum of dread. We can't name it. We just feel it. So we get up and we find something to do. Because doing something, anything, feels better than sitting in that. If you know exactly the feeling I'm describing, the rest that doesn't rest, the stillness that makes you anxious, then let's talk about why. I'm Patty Ferreira, and this is part 2 of the High Functioning Woman. For years, we've told ourselves a mean little story about this. That we're bad at relaxing, that we don't know how to switch off, that other people can rest, and there's something wrong with us because we can't. I want to take that story away from you, because it isn't that we won't rest, it's that we can't. Not yet. Not the way we're built right now. Something in us treats stillness like a threat. The second we stop moving, an alarm goes off somewhere in our body. It's quiet, but it's real. It says, this isn't safe. Get up, do something, stay ahead of it. And we've felt that alarm so many times for so long that we stopped hearing it as an alarm. We just called it guilt or restlessness or I'm bad at taking time off. It isn't any of those. It's a warning system that's set in your body, and it's doing exactly what we trained it to do. So let's go back, because this alarm didn't come from nowhere. Somewhere a long time ago, we learned that stopping wasn't safe. Maybe rest was never modeled for us. We watched a mother who never sat down, and we learned that that's what a good woman does. Maybe when we were still, we got criticized or overlooked, and when we were useful, we finally got seen. Maybe the house wasn't calm, and staying busy, staying alert, staying ready was how we kept ourselves okay. However it happened, we learned one thing all the way down into our body. When I'm doing, I'm safe. When I stop, something bad happens. And so we kept moving, and it worked. We stayed safe. We stayed loved. We got good at it, and then we got successful. Our body filed that away as proof. Motion equals safety. Stillness equals danger. And here's the part that undoes me a little bit. That was real for her, the younger us. She wasn't wrong. For a while, staying busy really was how she kept herself safe. She built this alarm because she needed it. She just never got told she could turn the alarm off. Because here's where we actually are now. We're safe. The thing we were bracing against, we made it through. The house we grew up in, the version of life we were surviving, the person we were trying not to become, we got out. We built something. It's here. It's ours. The danger is over. But nobody told your body. So it's still running the same program it ran when we were 9. Still scanning, still bracing, still treating a quiet Sunday like something's about to go wrong. Our mind knows we're safe. Our body never got the message. That's the whole thing. That's why the vacation doesn't work. That's why the stillness feels like dread. We are trying to rest inside a body that is still standing guard. And you cannot fix that with a calendar. You can block off the whole weekend. You can fly to the other side of the world. If the alarm is still running, you'll just bring it with you. Rest was never a scheduling problem. It's a safety problem. Our body has to learn slowly, gently, over time, that it's finally allowed to stand down. Now, I have to warn you about something, because the second we start talking about rest, the world hands us a way to make it acceptable. It says, rest makes you more productive. Rest so you can perform better. Recharge so you can give more. And I need us to see how sneaky that is, because that's not permission to rest. That's just making rest audition for a job. It's saying rest is allowed, but only if it pays off later, only if it makes us more useful tomorrow. That's the same leisure from last week. We've just pointed it out to ourselves. We're still not allowed to simply stop. We're only allowed to refuel. So let me say the thing nobody said to us. Rest does not have to make you more productive to be allowed. It doesn't have to earn its place. It doesn't have to pay for itself. You are allowed to stop because you're tired. End of story. You are allowed to rest for no reason at all, except that you are a human being and not a machine. That's it. That's the whole permission. You don't have to be recharging for anything. You're just allowed to rest. So I'm not going to hand you a breathing exercise today. Not because those don't matter, but because that's not the thing that's stuck. The thing that's stuck is that we believe all the way down to the resting is dangerous or lazy or something we have to earn. So what we're actually practicing isn't a technique. It's letting our body be wrong about the danger. It's sitting in the stillness, feeling the alarm go off and not obeying it. It's recalibrating ourselves, not getting up, not finding a task, just staying and letting our body slowly discover that nothing bad happened, that we sat down and the world didn't fall apart, that we stopped and we were still okay. The first few times, it's going to feel terrible. The alarm will be loud. Every part of us will want to pop up and do something. That's not failure. That's the old wiring firing one more time. We just don't have to answer it anymore. This takes a while. It doesn't happen in a weekend. But every time we stay, every time we let ourselves rest and survive it, our body learns a tiny bit more that the danger is over. That's the work. That's the whole thing. Not resting harder, just letting ourselves be safe. So here's all I want this week. The next time everything is quiet and that dread comes up and every part of you wants to get up and do something, I want you to notice it and stay just a few minutes longer than is comfortable. And just say quietly to yourself, I'm allowed to stop. Nothing bad is happening. I'm safe now. You don't have to believe it yet. Your body will catch up. Next Thursday, we're going to talk about part 3, the shame of receiving. Because rest is one thing we can't let ourselves have, but it goes so much deeper than rest. We can't let ourselves receive anything, not help, love, even good things we worked for. And I want to show you where that comes from. So subscribe and don't miss it. Also, if you're learning to feel safe and it sounds impossible to do on your own, it kind of is. It isn't the kind of thing we heal in isolation. It's the kind of thing that heals in a room full of people who get it. That's why Awakened and Rising is a place where you can come and join us in this process of awakening. We do this slow, it's real work. We're teaching our bodies that we're finally allowed to stop. We have weekly coaching sessions. It's a private community, and you can come in and be part of this experience. I'm going to put the link in the notes so you can check it out. We have been standing guard for a very long time, longer than we can even remember. Nobody ever told us we can put it down. So let me be the one to say it. You can put it down now. You're safe. I'll see you next Thursday.